week, me guzzlers. Oh, nice cup of coffee. What I need to go with that is a nice biscuit. Bugger, ain't going there. So let's make some. Now you can have your digestive, don't like this taste, a bit boring. Digestives, odd knobs. What about a nice ginger biscuit? I like ginger biscuits. Just like a cup of tea or coffee. But I ain't got any. So I'm going to make some. I'm going to make some gingerbread men. Well, actually, no, that's not very PC these days, is it? And actually, I'm not actually making gingerbread men. I'm making gingerbread men and gingerbread ladies. We're going to make some naughty gingerbread people. So we've got a large mixing bowl, and into that we're going to sift some plain flour. I've got 350 grams of that. I've got a teaspoon of baking powder, and I've got 2 tablespoons of ground ginger. They're generous tablespoons because I like the ginger, as you may well know. So anyway, I'm just going to sift this all through, and then we can start assembling the other bits. Now we don't need our oven on yet, because we're going to, once we made this gingerbread dough up, we're going to chill it for at least 30 minutes in the fridge. So there's no need to put your oven on yet. Don't want to get wasting energy, do we? And cost too bloody much as well these days. Here I've got 100 grams of unsalted softened butter. Now I'm going to put my hands in this. Don't like normally doing that, because what we're going to do is we're just going to, using our hands, mix that butter in until we sort of get a, oh, that feels nice and airy, that flour, now I've sifted it, until we got like a bread crummy texture. Now you're going to need a large egg, you're going to need some golden syrup, golden syrup, golden syrup, 4 tablespoons of that, and then I've got some soft brown sugar there. I've got 175 grams of that, and apart from a little bit of flour for when we come rolling out, that's all the ingredients you're going to need. So let's just get this all blended. So I'm now just going to put that sugar into there, and I'm just going to mix that through. Apologies for the rattling noise in the background, that's the wife doing the washing, overloading it again, so it never runs even. So I'm just going to quickly get that blended in, so we can then get our egg and golden syrup ready. So there's my golden syrup. I'll get my egg, and what we're going to do is we're just going to put that egg into that golden syrup. I probably want to do a bigger bowl, and then we're going to sort of try and sort of lightly blend this together. So having to go careful here because my bowl's a bit shallow. Like I say, you might want a bigger bowl. So we're just going to get that all nicely blended together. So now we've got that egg all mixed together, what we're now going to do is just going to add that into there. Still a bit of golden syrup, not properly blended with the egg, but that don't matter. And now we're just going to then mix all that together to form a nice dough. Just use a wooden spoon for this one. I use my spoon to start with, and now I'm just bringing it all together. And what we're going to do is we're going to wrap it in some cling film, and then, like I say, that will now go into the fridge once it's all nicely wrapped up, and we're going to let it chill for at least 30 minutes. And then when you come back, you're going to want your rolling pin, a little bit of flour, some baking trays, and we want to put the oven on 190 centigrade. Okay, and you want some aligned baking trays. I'm using my silicone mats. You can use baking paper, but essentially we just need to get this chilled first. So my oven's on 190, like I say. Got my trays, and I've got my dough out of the fridge, and what I'm going to do is I've got 5 different cookie cutters, so I've just roughly divided this into 5, and what I'm going to do to start with is just take one piece out, and then I'm just going to wrap that and shove that back into the fridge to keep it chilled while we get this first bit rolled. It's just a matter of rolling this quite thin, because we're only making small biscuits. Need to get a bit more flour on the bottom of that. So we'll get them cut, transferred to the tray, and then want a little bit of space in between them, not an awful lot, but a little bit. So that's our first tray ready. That's going to go in the oven. They're quite small, thin biscuits, so I'm going to give them 6 minutes. They might want up to about 8. So I'll get rolling the next batch. I've got one more batch in the oven. Got several batches out. They're still cooling. There we go. We'll see like a bit more light on. It's getting dark in here. Say noon. What's going on with this weather? Anyway, we'll have a little tasting. I'll make myself another cup of coffee, and when these are nicely cool, we'll taste one. Nice bit of ginger biscuit. Naughty ginger biscuit. Oh, nice fresh cup of coffee. Actually a bit hot in a minute. And there was one of me naughty gingerbread couple. Not one of the better ones. Some of them did spread a little bit, and so they did lose a little bit of their features. Okay, but nice and crisp, crunchy, just like a ginger nut. Very nice and gingery. I'm not going to dunk it. I don't normally dunk them. I think they're probably standard for dunking. But there you go. It's the naughty gingerbread people.